And Danny?
Nice, Danny. Let's go.
Right there. We're on the board. We're ahead. Let's do this.
All right, let's talk about the Team West and who's playing who.
I'm with LeBron. I'm playing center, and I'm ready to lock down anybody that comes across me.
And Hungary?
And Hungary is playing with Monk, and I believe he's playing shooting guard.
Bashworld, who are you playing with?
I'm playing with one of my favorites, you know what I mean? Russell Westbrook, you know what I mean? We're going to put some respect on his name today.
That was a very Westbrook play.
Yeah, definitely. Google 5, he's playing power forward. I think it's Stanley Johnson, right? Am I correct? I think it's Stanley Johnson. I see Mello. Yeah. One of us got it to him, King. One of us.
Yeah, right.
3-ball.
Nice shot.
Good shot.
Wow.
No.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
He's 37.
Hey, we take care of ourselves over here, you know?
Oh,
Nice.
nice pass, Chris.
I can't
Love.
Coming right up, the Raptors. Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Jaylen Brown making his first All-Star appearance in 2021, his 5th season in the league. But you ask him, he says he's just getting started. He said, quote,
Year after year, he continues to improve, Allie. So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes is down low with Siakam. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2 spot. And for the Celtics, at the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Carmelo Anthony. And it's King in at the point guard position. And Smitty, tonight's game features 2 outstanding front courts. What makes for an effective big tandem, you think?
I think the best combos complement each other's talents. Also, they play off one another. On offense, one can go inside, one can go outside. And on the defensive end, if you have both guys that are interchangeable and can guard multiple positions, that's what makes it great.
Now here's VanVleet. Pass to Barnes. Over Anthony. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And here's Boston. It's a 3-point game. To the middle. Here's King. Rebound by VanVleet. Up top, Barnes. He's guarded by Anthony. VanVleet outside. Going inside. Rebounded by Nurkic. Here's Brown. Oh, hammer it home.
Ooh, that hurt. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Basket counts.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
Hard to think of a player who's transformed more than VanVleet. Undrafted, spent some time in the G League. Now he's a primary catalyst for his team.
Anthony against Barnes. Boom! He jams it straight down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. A true all-around talent. VanVleet gives you the big things and all the little things as well, Grant.
Well, you talk about the points, the assists, but look at the rebounding and the steals and the charges he takes. I mean, he's a glue guy and a star.
So it's Toronto now. Basket by Boston.
The question is, do you leave them in?
The Raptors with a lead. Here's Erickson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And here's the Chua. Shot clock at 6. He shoots. And it's Erickson missing. Boston has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And for the Raptors, we've got Barnes. Kim Birch is out there with Achua. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard position.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And for the Celtics, and the basket by Erickson.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Mavericks was tremendous. He contributed 40 points and really helped stretch the floor, opening up those driving lanes. And after being on a losing streak, he came up big and helped them get back in the winning column. Thanks, guys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Here's Erickson.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. Rejected. And they'll keep possession. Boston's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. And now the Raptors on the break. And it's Birch. That time on the assist by Barnes. Birch has got his first points of the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
You know what else, guys? Defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight and turn them into points.
Here's Erickson. The Celtics making their last shot. Here's Achua. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Achua's got his 3rd bucket of the night. For Boston, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. There's the 3. And it's King missing. The Raptors have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Inside. Pass to Erickson. Achua with it. Achua with the dunk.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Now a timeout called by Boston. You had the chance to play under some terrific coaches, Smitty. How influential is good coaching on a team's success?
They really go hand in hand, B.A. The coach sets the tone for the whole team. And strong leadership leads to strong play out on the floor and likely a lot of wins.
And the Raptors making a change here. Siakam, he's checked in for Birch. Bagley comes in for Achua. And Anunoby, he's checked in for Barnes. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Mikhailuk. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Erickson. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside, Williams. Pass to King. The 3 is up. Erickson grabs the board. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Sinks it from distance.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Now here's Van Vliet. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the basket by Erickson.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Anthony's checked in for Boston. The Raptors also with a sub. Mikhailuk's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Raptors have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Now Siakam. Here's Mikhailuk. Hounded by Tatum. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Rebounded by the Celtics.
and we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
Tatum. Here's Nurkic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
So capable of overwhelming you. Nurkic is terrific at maintaining his focus and balance on these tough finishes.
Now here's Van Vliet. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Fires from deep. The shot won't fall. Boston trailing.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Pass to Siakam. And Nurkic with the block.
Showing off the timing and awareness defensively. Better think twice.
Pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Raptors out in front, up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And here are the Raptors now. Lead by 1. So for the Raptors right now, Barnes is down low with Siakam. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. Here's King. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Barnes finds Van Vliet. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Van Vliet's got 4 this quarter.
A lot of his shots come from 3, but once in a while, Fred will challenge the defense from the mid-range area.
Anthony outside. Pass to King. Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Toronto trailing. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Here's Mikhailuk. Give him 8 points now. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Boston ball.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Achua's checked in for Toronto. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Celtics lead by 4. Outside Anunoby. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Drains the triple. Van Vliet's got 7.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. And the layup is good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the inside. Banked it in off the glass. 9 points in the game.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
King. Second chance shot. Yep, that one's good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Now here's Van Vliet. The D's right on it. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Here's King. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barnes finds Van Vliet. Down low. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Williams has checked in for Boston. White comes in for Jaylen Brown. Birch, he's checked in for Toronto. Bagley comes in for Mikhailov. Now here's Birch. Back to Van Vliet.
That's his 4th foul of the evening.
Into the lineup for the Raptors.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's King in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
Wiry, strong Pascal Siakam with the nice move in that painted area.
King gets the bucket. He's got 34.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Here's Barnes. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Toronto. And it's King missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
To tie it up. Anunoby for 3. And the Raptors another 3.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Here's King over Van Vliet. To the middle. No good on the shot. Siakam with the defensive effort. With the drive. And then Siakam with the jam.
Defensively, you can't let Siakam get all the way to the rim. That's automatic.
Pass to King. They need this. The shot off that time.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's the 3. He buries it from 3.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the 4th quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Brown with the steal. There's the triple. And it's King missing. The Raptors have gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the 4th. Now here's Barnes. He's closely guarded. They grab their own miss. And Anunoby gets it to go.
What a game. Tight score, pressure's on. Anunoby showing no fear.
Pass to King. Back to Anthony. Out to the right wing. The 3. And it's King missing. The Raptors have gone 8 of 9 here in the 4th quarter. The 3 from Barnes. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. And now it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
Elevating his playmaking over time. Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
And it's King missing.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Now here's Bagley. Outside Barnes. 6 to shoot. From 12 feet. Nice D from Tatum. Boston has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's King, guarded by Van Vliet. Nurkic inside. Bagley's on him. Tries again. They get it back. He got a piece of it. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Mikhailuk checked in for Toronto.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-5 run. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Boston foul. Carmelo Anthony. That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Take a break.
Shooting for Toronto. Fred Van Vliet. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
He may not check all the boxes in terms of size and speed, but the toughness, the heart, the high IQ, Fred Van Vliet ranks among the top players in those categories.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Boston, no good that time either. Pass to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. Here's Mikhailuk. So the Raptors win it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
That time. It's that time.
What time? You gotta get it off.
You gotta watch the clock.
Yes, it was that time.
Too much time.
All right, so it's a 4-point game at halftime. It sounds like you guys are having a lot of fun in this mode.
This is amazing. I think a lot of people should start playing this mode because it can teach you so much about the other players, and you can still use like their SIGs too on your my players too as well. So it's just a a
spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome, DA. It's on.
Thank you.
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's King at the 1. And for the Magic, they've got Anthony. Wagner is out there with Carter. Then there's Victor Oladipo, and it's Hollins in at the 3 at the 5. And with Thanksgiving coming tomorrow, Greg, how many plates of turkey you think you're going to put away?
Oh, you got to get seconds. Just make sure you leave enough room for dessert. Sometimes maybe a little walk is what you need to shake off what we back home used to call the itis.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Celtics. King's shot is off. Now, here's Wagner. He's covered by Brown.
That he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Outside Anthony. Back to King. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
King against Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Hollins. Not a lot of room. Wagner. 3-pointers off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's King. Another shot. And Nurkic lays it in.
Man, this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points. Staying active even after the shot goes up.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the paint. Here's Carter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Now the pass to Carter. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". Back most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height.
The Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. A shot by Anthony, nobody around. And it's off from 3-point range to the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Isaac comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Suggs in for Cole Anthony. Robert Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Now, here's Oladipo. His last outing, he had 18 points. And that one is good from Suggs.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
From deep. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from King. King's got 9.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Oladipo taking his time here. Anthony with the block.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
The Magic trail by 5. Oladipo with the ball. Williams picks him up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And making a statement right away. Letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Martin's checked in for the Magic. Fultz comes in for Oladipo. Then for the Celtics, Trice is checked in for Anthony. Neesmith comes in for Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Brown. Martin with the block. And they'll get another chance. Passes it to King. Tries again. That shot is off. The Magic go the other way with it.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Suggs. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. He had a nice open look right there.
Whenever Fultz is in a catch-and-shoot situation, you know he can't wait for that ball to find his hands.
King, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys element. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 7. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
On the floor for Boston. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's King at point. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Pistons was outstanding. He added 37 points, and he was in a groove all game long from both the free throw line and behind the arc. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Anthony against King. Oladipo outside. Pass to Carter. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 4 assists in the game. Boston leading by 10. Outside Anthony. Outside Tatum. Anthony against King. Over Anthony. King's shot is off. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Oladipo with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Pass to Wagner. And Tatum over to help. Feeds it to Carter. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
And I can say so surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
We know Oladipo is one of the quickest guys in the game. He is devastating on the drive.
Here's Nurkic. Boston again missing. The Magic trail by 6. To the middle. Goes up the baseline. The shot off that time. Good if it goes. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Carter out there with Wagner. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Anthony, and it's Hollins in at the 3 at center. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And the pass to Wagner. Right, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic. It's a different game. There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's King, and he's good on the 3 ball. King's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Now Wagner. Back to Oladipo. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Oladipo's got 5 points so far. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Orlando making some changes. Martin's checked in for Carter. Suggs comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Cole Anthony. Then for the Celtics, Trice comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's White in for Jaylen Brown.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Well, Dorsey's already a great scorer, and now Tatum has become an incredibly efficient scorer.
Well, listen, the great ones are not only about putting up numbers, it's how efficiently you do it. From 3, from the free throw line, this guy is so much more consistent. And yes, he's got the mid-range game that he can go to in tough spots. This guy plays big at the rim. He's everything you want offensively. Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
First team foul. Checking in for the Celtics, Aaron Neesmith. Checking in for the Celtics.
Out on the floor for the Celtics. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered by Brown. Anthony taking his time here. On the wing, Isaac. He's guarded by Williams. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's King. Trains the 3-pointer. King's got 11 in the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And so it's the Boston Celtics feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Outside the wings are Brown and Tatum. Anthony is out there with Williams, and it's King at the point guard. Here's King. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Magic trail by 15. King with the steal. To the paint. Here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And you also have to give credit to them for their shot blocking. They've had a ton of rejections in this ballgame.
Celtics leading by 15. Here's King driving to the basket. And the layup's good off the glass. King's got 31.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Williams comes with a double team. Here's Anthony. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 17-point lead, their biggest.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Takes it inside, and that one's good.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Launches a three. King's shot is off.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here is King. He dishes it to Tatum. Down low, there's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now the fast break. King with the ball, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
So, for the Magic, Collins is checked in, and Wagner subbed in for Suggs. Nurkic checked in for the Celtics. Then over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Loads one up, and Carter with the basket on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Brown outside. Back to Anthony. The Celtics working the ball around now. King's shot is off. The Magic trail by 15. Oladipo, left side. Rebound, Boston. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Brown, the pass to King. Over Anthony. They get it again. And Nurkic gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Oh, this team has great depth, and it showed it in this game.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For the chosen one.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
It's Oladipo on the wing. 5 to shoot. It's Anthony with the drive.
This is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Anthony against King. Oladipo outside. Back to Anthony. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Passes to Brown. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. King. And that one drops for him. King's got 40 points.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Outside Anthony, and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hungry's waiting.
Good shot.
Third quarter's out. It's looking good for us.
We're a fourth quarter team, so we're waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, King Jordan.
Westbrook again.
I'm starting to get my powers back over here.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. We've got Norman Powell, Paul George out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And for the Celtics, At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Carmelo Anthony out there with Yusuf Nurkic. And it's King in at the 1. And these teams both look to push the tempo in transition. Brent, what's the most underrated component of success with that style of play?
You got to have rebounders, BA, guys who are willing to go in there. And if those guys who are gathering anything coming off the rim have the ability to bust out with the dribble, man, that gets your pace going.
So the Clippers win the tip. Pass to Leonard. Puts it up from 15, and he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Up top, Powell lets the 3 fly. The rebound, Celtics. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Here we go, 1-on-1. And Anthony slams it in.
Melo showing that he's still got it down there, gets enough space to get up and get to the rim.
To the inside. And the layup is good off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Finished off the break.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the bucket is good.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why at that time he found the open teammate.
Out to Powell. The 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Pass to King. From deep 3-point range. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
It's really hard to know what to expect when teams play only twice a year. It makes it a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battle.
Here's King following the score by the Clippers. 3-pointer. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Pass to Leonard. Nurkic with some nice D. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Here's King. There's the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Carmelo has superb court awareness, sharing the ball that time well.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Oh, my. That was a game for the ages. A fierce battle. Well, it really could have gone either way, but they were fortunate they pulled it out.
And they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
Now here's Kennard, coming off a solid outing against Chicago. Horford draws the double. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. And And all around the rim that time before dropping.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
King gets the bucket.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
George outside. No luck on that one. And Boston going the other way now. Here's King. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Here's Kennard. And he parries his first look.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Pass to King. Let's go with a three. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
George outside. And Horford powers it home.
All right, Al Horford getting up there for the gym. You forget how big he is.
Pass to White. Here's King from deep. And the Celtics have another 3.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Clippers ahead. Line change here for Boston. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Ivica Zubac, Norman Powell out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Chris Dunn.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Magic was a man on a mission. He contributed 40 points and was on point from deep. He was simply outstanding, affecting the game in a number of ways. We'll see if he can repeat that type of performance tonight.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Leonard, good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
I feel like when Kawhi Leonard is on your team, you've got a pretty good chance of winning an NBA championship.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's got his first points of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
You know, you look at the career of Leonard. He's always been a factor for a title run.
Well, of course, that was the case in San Antonio when he stepped in to become a leader at such an early age. And then his game, it's just perfectly built for the playoffs. He can get anywhere on the floor. He squares up in the mid-range. And, of course, on defense, man, he's tough to deal with.
Now here's Powell. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bulls in Chicago. Clock is at 3. Here's Leonard. And that one's long.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pass to King. Overdone. They grab their own miss. Back to Nurkic. Here's King. Gets another look. It's blocked.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity. To the right side. Outside Tatum. Another shot. And he lays it in. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Clippers substitution.
Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Brad, do you think that should count as part of their time?
BA, I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's King in at the 1. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Powell outside. To the wing, right side. 6 to shoot. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's King from downtown. Sinks the tray. 25 points in the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
That's the way. Lets it fly. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And now a 7-point Boston lead.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Timeout call. The Clippers.
They're rushing things offensively, and their impatience has led to carelessness.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Clippers shooting the ball 70% in this game. Horford outside. Horford draws the double. Here's Mann. Williams defending. Mann misses.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Kennard outside. He drops it from range. Kennard's got 5 now.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Back to Anthony. And he banks in the layup.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
Inside. Here's George. And George with the jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on to the paint. Here's King. And the Celtics tack on 2 more. Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And there's the drive. Pass to George. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Here's King. Lets it go from deep. Paul George pulls it in. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Knocked away.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's King.
2 minutes.
That's 29 for him. And Anthony slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Mann. Pounded by Tatum. And here's Horford. Anthony grabs the board. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
George against Williams. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 17-7 run. King gets the bucket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
The Clippers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Williams against George. Pass to Horford. Kennard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
The line for the Clippers, Luke Kennard.
The first free throw is good. Horford, he's checked in for Zubats, and it's Paul George in for Kennard. From the inbound, and that one's good. Man,
really as good as any passing big that we have in the NBA. Horford is a guy who can run an offense as a big.
And so in the game for the Clippers, George and Kawhi, the star-studded forward pair. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Terrence Mann.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Man, showing some terrific range. He's got 38.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Knocks it down from distance. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
King gets the bucket.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Down low. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights when you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got a shallow one out there.
King gets the bucket. 1:44 left in the game. George passes to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
He's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
Here's King. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the 4th. And Jackson gets double teamed. 13 feet out. Rebound Boston.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Inside, here's Bielitsa. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, Bielitsa is a weapon because of his efficiency from out there.
Outside, Williams. Pass to King. Jacks up a 3. Good! Another from 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire. That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
The first one falls. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They did. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
Oh. GG's. Good game.
Well, congratulations to Bash World and King Jordan, and also Hungry and Google out there in the streets for taking this win. And thanks again for joining us on 2KTV to show everyone how much fun Play Now Online is.
Yes, I appreciate you having me on, Lexus. And this was a day I'm going to write in my journal book that I got Alexis Morgan on my side on 2KTV. Let's go. That's a big W.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Good evening to you.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Eric Castro out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Boston, outside the wings are Brown and Tatum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's King at the point. One of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
There are some of the all-time greats playing at the guard spot these days. I mean, look, this is going to be a fun matchup to watch.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Here's Anthony. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Mitchell. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. The Jazz working the ball around now. Conley gets the bucket.
Far from just a perimeter threat. I like watching Conley go to work in the basket.
Here's King, and he drives in. That one goes. County.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive
The line for your Celtics.
That's good from King. So it's the Jazz now. It's a three-point game. Conley against King. 13 feet away. And Tatum pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. We talk so much about Tatum's influence, Chris, at the offensive end. but he's become an impact defender as well.
Instincts, length. You see he's got added muscle. I mean, Kevin, that's what the best players do at this position. Think about it. LeBron, Kawhi, KD, all lockdown defenders when they put their minds to it.
They push it up, 4 on 3. Launches it. Cans it from downtown.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
King against Conley. King with the steal. It's 3 on 3 on the fast break. Tatum passes to King. A good finish at the round off the slip feed. And that's now 9 points for the chosen one. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, it should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Dancers dancing, make some noise.
And the Jazz with possession here, trailing by 10. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the Jazz making a change here. Vincent's checked in. Now, here's Pascal. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley for 3. Sinks the triple. Conley's got 5 now.
This has been a strength of Conley's throughout his career. A spot on.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Trice comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Then for the Jazz, Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Eric Pascal. And it's Butler in for Mike Conley. Here's Butler.
2 minutes remaining.
And no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had the advantage on offense.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. 9-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench did exactly what they needed to do. Without their production, who knows if they win that game.
King's shot is off. Butler against King. Robinson passes to Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Tatum. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. And Utah another 3.
And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Here's King. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. They can't stop the run with that one.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. We've got a lot of game left to play.
From deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. The shot by Butler, nobody around. No luck that time in the shot that wouldn't put them on top. He gets it up. How about that?
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Boston on top, up 3. Logan.
You got guys who are continuously making plays.
Out on the floor for the Celtics. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Williams. Tries yet again. He takes it up and lays it in. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
So on the floor for Utah, Mitchell in at the 2 with Bogdanovich at small forward. Gobert is out there with Eric Castro, and it's Conley in at the point guard position.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Clippers put on a show. Picked up 58 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Boston trailing. The 3, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from King. King's got 18 points in the game. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Conley dishes to Mitchell. A sweet little floater. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Here's King. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Bogdanovich has got the lead up. Now for Utah.
Oh, the floor general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel when his teammates need the rock.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Jazz substitution.
Now here's King. Fires from deep. That shot off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the board for Boston. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's King at the point. And you think of the superstars who dominate the game with their skill level, Chris, like Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, even Luka. Who are those skills superstars from when you play?
Oh, well, I mean, I tell you, for me, there's guys like Steve Nash, and of course my boys, shout out to my man Pages, Stojakovic, Dirk Nowitzki, Mark Price, Chris Mullin, what up, buddy? John Stockton. There's a lot of great talent in this league.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 mates are from beyond the arc.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. "13 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston from 12 feet out. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The pass to Conley. Lets it go from deep. And the 3 ball is good. Conley's got 8 points.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the 3-point line.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from King.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And the Jazz call time here.
All right, look who's coming on up to the court. Come on and get wild. Here are
both teams on the...
Jazz substitution.
.58 seconds left in the third. Outside Robinson. Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 6. Here's Gobert. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That works just like they drew it up. Till the part where he's short arms.
King, that's good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jaylen Brown's checked in for White. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. King against Butler. Pass to Gobert. Right side, Butler shoots over King. The Jazz with another miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
3-pointer. Twice. It's good on the putback. Now it's a 7-point Boston lead.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is, taking full advantage. Fantastic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Then it's Robinson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Pinson in at the power forward. Mitchell is double. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Here's Pinson. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Brown the pass to King. Utah with the rebound. Pinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Utah the rebound. Out to Conley. Pass to Robinson for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a drive first half, but now they're falling.
King outside from past the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gobert. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Celtics have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's King. Drains it from beyond the arc. King's got 13 points in the second half.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Utah calls timeout. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Nurkic checked in for the Celtics. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Duncan Robinson. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Love to see him battling. Go get it.
Inside. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. He attracts the other team's focus and then finds the other man.
Jazz trail by 7. Conley with a wide open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to King. Knocked loose. Conley with it. Now Anthony defending. Pass to Basco. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. This is the second of this half. Third overall.
King. And now Utah, fast break. And the rejection by Tatum.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Anthony, the pass to King. To the middle. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley to take the lead. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
The experience showing through in these moments. Conley's stepping up when his team needs a buck.
Anthony, the pass to King. From deep three-point range. And he gets it back. The kick out to Brown. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And Boston has possession. 6 to shoot. Anthony on the wing. Defended by Gobert. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth. Outside Bogdanovich. The offensive rebound. Pascal's shot is off. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pascal.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 1. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Michael Conley.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
For the 3, slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
There he's up from outside.
You cannot disrespect the shooting ability of Bogdanovich. When it's an important point in the game, they're looking for him.
I don't know why he keeps shooting. Anybody tell me nothing is falling for him. He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Back to Mitchell. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
2nd team foul.
Mitchell looking it over. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics on offense. The pass to King. Shoots the 3. Money! And he is bucked into within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can counter him to make shots.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 4. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Time is of the essence. Basket and the foul. It's got to be the game plan.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for the Jazz, Bojan Bogdanovic. 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And Bogdanovic is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
And so it's Utah with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.